Um, how many different hurdles can kind of come in the way. We're excited. We are where we are. From what I'm getting from her, she feels if I like something, she wants me to score everything else. This is what I want to do.
Hey everyone, get ready, because today we're diving into some serious tea about one of the most talked about celebrity partnerships of the past few years. If you've been following along, you know exactly who we're talking about. Brat and her wife, Judy Dupart, the kaleidoscope queen herself. Ever since these two made their relationship public, fans have been head over heels for them. But what's really going on behind those perfect Instagram photos and the seemingly flawless moments? We've got some juicy details, so stay tuned. Now, let's get right into it. Things have been looking pretty perfect in the public eye. Brat and Judy, the proud parents of their newborn baby, Legend, out and about, living the dream. But not everything is as smooth as it seems. Let's take a look at a recent moment that caused a stir online. You'd think that something as simple as strapping their baby into a car seat would be an easy task, right? Wrong. What started as a typical parenting situation quickly turned into something else entirely, a power struggle that nobody expected. This is where things got a little weird. Judy, usually so calm and supportive, seemed a bit too involved. Fans started pointing out that her behavior wasn't exactly what you'd expect from a new mother. Instead of just helping, Judy seemed to be taking control of the situation, even taking over the buckling up task from Brat. It wasn't just a little help. It seemed like a total takeover. Fans started noticing a pattern in Judy's actions, and it raised some serious questions. Is this really about caring for the baby, or is it about controlling the situation? Now, keep in mind, Judy is no rookie when it comes to motherhood. She's a mom of 3 from a previous relationship, so you'd think she'd be more than capable of understanding the significance of Brat's first-time mom experience. But from what we saw, it seemed like Judy wasn't giving Brat the space she needed to bond with her child. Instead of supporting her partner, she seemed more concerned with managing every little detail. Was this healthy, or was something else going on here? Let's talk about Judy's past. When they first went public with their relationship, one of the biggest moments that got people talking was Judy's extravagant gesture, a white Bentley for Brat. Now, while it was a generous gift, it didn't go unnoticed that it was an attention-grabbing move. Sure, it was a beautiful gift, but some fans began to question whether this was more about winning Brat's affection, or was it more about something else, like controlling her image? Was Judy trying to secure her place in Brat's life for reasons beyond just love? Then let's talk about their wedding. The whole world watched as Brat and Judy had what seemed like a fairy tale wedding, complete with a carriage, stunning guests, and all the glitz and glam. It looked like something out of a dream. But here's where things get a little tricky. This wedding was scheduled for February 22, 2022. A date that was so significant, Brat even had a tattoo on her back to commemorate it. However, the more you look into it, the more you realize that there was something about that date that didn't seem to match up with the couple's true vibe. While Brat and Judy were clearly in love, the rush to make the wedding happen on that specific date raised some red flags. Judy seemed almost determined to make it happen, no matter what, and Brat, as supportive as she was, went along with it. But did Brat truly want this? Or was she simply following Judy's lead? It seemed like Judy was calling the shots, and Brat was going along with it. Fans began to wonder whether the wedding was about love or something else, like power, status, or appearances. As much as we want to believe that the wedding was a celebration of love, there's a possibility that Judy was more interested in securing her place in Brat's life and brand. Let's not forget that Judy is a savvy businesswoman. She didn't build her kaleidoscope empire by sitting back and letting things happen. So, when it comes to Brat, it's hard not to wonder if Judy's behavior is more about maintaining control of her public image and less about the personal connection. This leads to a bigger question. Where does the business end and the relationship begin? Brat and Judy are not just a couple, they're also business partners. Together, they've launched the Kaleidoscope X Brat hair care line. Their business collaboration has definitely benefited both of them, but it's hard not to question where the line is drawn. How much of their relationship is truly about love, and how much of it is about maintaining and growing their brand? Is Brat genuinely in love with Judy, or is Judy more interested in Brat's influence and platform? This question of business and love extends to their parenting as well. Judy's actions with their baby legend have raised eyebrows. Some fans have pointed out that Judy seems to be a bit too protective, even controlling, when it comes to their baby. Instead of letting Brat have her moment as a first-time mom, it almost seems like Judy is using the baby as a tool for control. And while being protective is natural, it's starting to look like Judy's concern is more about power than nurturing. We've all seen how Judy's behavior has been labeled as too protective or even obsessive, and it's starting to seem like she's doing everything she can to be the dominant parent in this situation, even if it means ignoring Brat. There's a sense that Judy might be more focused on keeping control of the narrative than actually supporting Brat as a new mother. While some fans argue that Judy's behavior is just a sign of her strong personality, others are beginning to question whether there's something darker at play. And what about Brat? How does she feel about all of this? It's hard to ignore the fact that she's been in the spotlight for years, and now she's a first-time mom. But is she really getting the support she needs from Judy? Or is she being coerced into a situation where she has to play along with Judy's plans? Some fans believe that Brat might be starting to realize that Judy's behavior is less about love and more about maintaining control over her life and her career. As much as it might look like Brat and Judy are the perfect power couple, the reality is that there's more going on behind the scenes. While they share beautiful moments on social media, there's a growing sense that things are not as perfect as they seem. Judy's handling of their child, her insistence on controlling every detail, and her focus on appearances are starting to make fans question her true motivations. Now, the big question remains, is this relationship built on love, or is it something more calculated? Are Brat and Judy a perfect match, or is there something deeper happening here? Fans are starting to wonder whether Judy is more focused on her own success than on nurturing the family she's built with Brat. It's clear that there's more going on than meets the eye. As we continue to follow their journey, one thing is certain: things are far from simple. Only time will tell whether Brat and Judy can find a balance between love, business, and parenthood, or if the cracks in their relationship will continue to widen. Let's not forget, Brat and Judy's relationship is constantly under the public eye. The media is always watching, and every move they make gets scrutinized. In this environment, it's easy to start questioning what's real and what's for the cameras. Judy's business acumen is undeniable, but could it be that she's blending her professional and personal life in a way that's making things more complicated? Is it possible that Judy's investment in her relationship with Brat is not just emotional, but strategic as well? And when we look at their social media presence, there is an expertise, carefully curated posts, and the style and impulse. Is it about showing the world the perfect family? Or is there a deeper, more manipulative motive at play? Okay, bitch, how potent is the disinterest in people, as much as there is a deeper, more manipulative motive at play? One thing that stands out is Judy's constant presence in the media, even after the birth of their child. She's always in the spotlight, posting, sharing, and controlling the narrative. But is this really about raising their child together, or is Judy more interested in the visibility and attention it brings her? Brat, on the other hand, seems less inclined to jump into the spotlight with the same enthusiasm. This difference in approach only adds to the feeling that Judy may be using her platform to her advantage, while Brat is just along for the ride. Let's take a moment to think about what this all means for their future. Is this just a phase of adjustment that every couple goes through when becoming parents? Or is it a sign of something much deeper? Some fans believe this could be the beginning of bigger issues. If Judy continues to assert control over Brat, their relationship could face serious consequences. And as Brat navigates her new role as a first-time mother, it's possible that she may begin to feel overwhelmed and resentful of Judy's constant involvement. So what's the bottom line? Are Brat and Judy truly a perfect match, or is their relationship built on something more complicated than love? The reality is, no one really knows. But as we continue to follow their story, it's clear that there's much more beneath the surface. Fans will be watching closely to see how this plays out, and only time will tell if Brat and Judy can find the right balance between love, business, and family. What do you think, though? Is this a true love story, or is there more going on than we know? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates. See you in the next one.